I'll start recording right now, just for you. And everyone, you can thank Groba for reminding me to record this. This is only my second tournament ever casting. The first was kind of a test, and I didn't save the last one either. I just like my mistakes to go away, I guess. Okay, he's going slow. That's because harpoons want to fire at range 3. If you get into range 1, you can't use your harpoons anymore. And so you really want that range 3 engage. Now, Ezra, actually, the more I think about it, the more I like Ezra right now in this list, because he's going to, if he can stress those chemo healers, they can't take a focus action, which means they can't launch their missiles, because their missiles require at least a focus or a target lock. Now, this bomb is in kind of a weird spot. I don't think it's going to be in range to hit those chemo healers like he wants to, so he's probably going to use Captain Nim to hold it in place until a future round, maybe next round. He doesn't have to make that decision until after all the ships have moved, so Captain Nim's the last one to move. What is Nim doing? Okay, see, Nim is trying to get into range 1. Nim has a turret that works at range 1, and he knows that he can't take harpoons if he's at range 1, so that was a really good move by one of the ʃanњs. You mind helping me sort these just by whatever's on their back. Alright, there's definitely going to be some combat happening this time. And he is going to let the bomb go off. Okay, Nim is choosing to hold the bomb in place. Nim taking that range 1 shot at the nearest chemo healer.
The slam action is whatever speed maneuver you do, you can do issue maneuver at 1 speed. As long as it's on my dial.
A little further down. Blinded pilot, thank you. Oh, shaken pilot, thank you. That was awesome. All right, so first chemo healer. 1, 2, 3, and a crit, and the crit is shaken pilot.
Once per round, so he's done. Alright, take him off if I can. Yep. What happened last game to me? No range modifier. Spend a lock for 3.
That was kind of meta.
Yep.
Taking a picture of the game that's also being...
That's also being true. You just can't get enough. I get it.
Alright. Last game I played last tournament I fought TLTs. Last year's regionals I did 4 TLT. Right? It was a fun day. It was a fun day. It's fun, but it's too much areas. I think
You want to jump in later and finish the system opening promo?
Oh,
At some point.
Yeah, for sure. We can even record it, and I could just run it once in a while.
Okay, yeah, that's cool.
Later, 4K. Judge. Sure. Ian.
And that chemo healer is going to take an obstructed shot at Nim. Is he going to use his harpoons? He's definitely got it, but it is obstructed. Oh, it's one of these.
Not that one. Alright, so Vader has no shot. So we are your guys. Should be sitting down.
He has the option to spend the focus or not. Yeah, he's gonna spend. Okay. Yeah, dice cam would be really awesome. Will you call it out? I'm gonna have to go check.
What?
My phone.
Nothing that I have to put myself on.
Don't sweat.
Oh, right here. That's it, Bobby.
You have nothing. So, giant thin studs. Not allowed to use that in my. You can't.
So that was 3 crits on him. Holy smokes. So, Nim eating harpoons is never a good thing. So, Nim is down shields already, thanks to those harpoons, and took 3 crits, 2 structural damages, and a direct hit. So that is a very dead looking Nim. Yeah, that is intense. Not all the way dead yet, just mostly dead. Now Ezra did get his magical Christmas land here.
I'm ready. So, Countess, 3 straight. She will turn into a king. Stress.
What are these for? What are these for?
Order weapon.
Cards.
Oh, these are all upgrades for X-Wing. Will you pass me a backpack? I think it's right by you. Actually, just get the folder out from inside of it. Thanks. This is not a good day to be Captain Nim. Not a good day to be Nim at all.
No, I saw it. I gotta work on my. I was looking at it before and I'm like, do we need a barrel roll in? I don't think I need a barrel roll in. But I need to put this right here. So range 2 through. Head up for the extra. Oh, yeah. Ready?
It's a very expensive name, yeah, 45 points. Almost half a list on a small base ship with 1 agility. That is rough, no matter which way you slice it.
Well, the hit thing takes the shield off. And then, yeah. Oh.
Nope.
Good. Everything's fine.
Situation normal. Yeah, in some ways having a ship that's really expensive can almost be a good thing.
Using a seismic as a bomb.
Okay, so do not be confused. This is a bomblet that's coming out. It looks like a seismic charge, but it's really just a bomblet. Nobody panic. Yeah, when it dies first, then it does backfire. You don't want that to happen. I mean, you never really want it to happen. But I've had several games come down to Kylo versus Miranda, and it's kind of hard because neither one of us could kill each other, but he was worth more, so he won. You know? So we've got a bomblet going out right under there. It's going to detonate at the end phase, probably, unless something interesting happens. Venom, I know I could look it up, but can you explain why Cobalt, what do you like about Cobalt over this one's Crimson?
Oh, yeah. Soak it all up. Yeah.
Yes.
This is just going to make my comeback. That's big. That's a big comeback.
Oh, so you're using it to mitigate defense, which will help Nim actually get some damage through. Oh, is this gonna fit? This is gonna be close. Oh, he's gonna bump. It's not enough room to fit behind the Sheathipede there.
I'm sure.
That's tough. Do you normally fly those in closer formation? Because I noticed these guys started kind of far out, but now it's kind of, they've got a big cluster there. Everybody's bumping into each other. Ezra. Well, as you can see, Nim was able to close that distance pretty quickly, so it's not that much of an issue, I guess, huh?
Shield by your. Yeah. Alright, he's fine. I'm gonna free combat. I'm gonna try target.
Like your shirt.
Oof, what a mess. These guys are bumping into each other left and right.
Not on me right now.
Oh, dang it. So there's a card called Colonel Vessery, and there's a parody card called Colonel Dressery. That was a prize for the Phoenix Squadron. Why are you taking pictures? There's a whole squad. They all go together, like sailors.
Okay, Omega Leader. See some magic. So both these guys take a damage. He takes a damage.
He's chief.
Direct hit.
Why did he take a picture? I just don't know what you're gonna do with it. You're up to no good. Alright. So that Kimohila is still there. They just had to take his base off. Hmm?
Targeting computer. Yep. Alright. Time for Countess to get dodgy. I'm the title, so I get to shoot
You're on range 1. We're trying to be sure. With the secondary weapon, I don't need to do
to an
It
ace.
sticks out on the front end of that. Now, since you're not.
I do have my stress token, so I can change
Range 3.
I just never again. Alright,
To an ace. Alright, Countess is going to return fire.
Gold.
Okay, we go to take Dalen over us and he died to him.
He's dead.
I was mistaken. Dalen is dead. Dalen died to all that focus fire from Nim, and then a bomb finished him off. Thanks, Sabine. One Executioner's down shields. Nim's at 1 health. Everybody else hasn't taken any extra damage yet, it looks like. I will say, for Harpoon meta, I think missiles should have always been as good as harpoons, but I think they should. I don't know. I think if missiles were always as good as harpoons, then we wouldn't have needed guidance chips, which I think is part of the problem. Because for free, you're getting a pretty powerful ability, especially on a ship that can reload, like the Kimohila, so you never run out of harpoons. Yeah, it's interesting. I'm curious to see the direction the game goes, but the harpoons definitely are doing their work here. Losing down though is a pretty big hit, even if they do successfully finish off Nim here, which the harpoon's condition that Nim has will trigger. Take extra damage on Ezra. I'm curious. Dude, you're exuding boredom. What can I do to help? It's intense.
Oh, I'm just texting somebody. That's it. I'm good, dude.
Alright, suit yourself.
I guess either of them.
Two hull off of the one that didn't have any shields, and the other one has no shields and 1 damage.
Which one? So off the.
So the one on this side that had no shields now has 2 less hull. The other one lost all its shields and 1 hull.
Yeah. Does it automatically do it?
Yeah, as soon as you click it here, it'll update it there.
Gotcha.
But I just have to go back and forth because we don't have the best view. Ezra has his shield down and 3 hull down.
3 hole?
He's down to 1. So
Gotcha.
3 has 3. He has 3 down. So Ezra and Thermal Detonator is doing a great job of making sure everybody in that is stressed. After that last round of combat, Nim is gone, Dallin is gone. Ezra's down to 1 health. One of the Cartel Executioners down to 3. The other one only has 5. Crimson Specialist is still untouched. And it looks like I might have to eat my words here because I thought the Crimson Specialist would not really pull his weight, and it looks like he really is. Yeah, I see what you guys are saying about the Nim Miranda, the kind of slow game. Harpoons at least are speeding up the game a little bit, so that is pretty fun. I am curious to see what happens here. That Chemo Heal is going over a rock, and I mean he's probably going to turn, but Ezra's doing a great job of stressing people. The the Thermal Detonator double stressed people, which is also where some of the damage came from. Sorry, it's kind of hard for me to keep up with damage here between the bombs and the really quick combat. I'm doing the best I can.
There's nothing to add. I don't know what to add.
You just say whatever you want to say. Hi, Mom. There's a ship. That ship looks cool. So now I'm going to ask Bo. That's my co-commentator here. He's a good friend of mine, but not super experienced in X-Wing. What do you think is the coolest looking ship left on the board?
I have nothing that I can contribute to this coverage.
No, you can tell me which ship you think looks cool.
I can't see that too far.
Yeah, this
Okay.
one's so bright, so.
I mean, the ones you have hid are very nice.
Oh, yeah. Got a Dash and Miranda painted in the style of Commander Shepard and Miranda Lawson from the Mass Effect series. I'll show it to you after the game. I think they're pretty cool.
He's trying to teach me, but I just can't get into it. That's fine.
And just like that, I lost all my 50 watchers. Hey, we're at 78. That's awesome, guys. Thanks for coming. This is X-Wing Championship here at Phoenix Squadron. Phoenix Squadron did not have any official stream or anything yet, so I'm trying to kind of fill that gap because we have a really great community here. We got the thumbs up. He does clear it barely. That's clear. I don't know how long it'll be before he's in a good spot to shoot again, though. Especially because Ezra's got that rear arc, so he can keep stressing him as much as he wants. The other Chemo Healer got away, though. Do they have barrel roll natively, or do they have vector thrust? They have barrel roll. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just trying to eke out all the damage I can get.
Gotcha. He pulls it off, repositioning so that Ezra doesn't have a shot at him. That is true. The main reason I started streaming was so that I could find this legendary Mars Mike beard and talk to him. He's a mediocre pirate. Now the bomber has a turret, so we'll be able to take a 2-dice attack, and the Chemo Helos only have 1 agility, so the odds of him getting damage through are not 0.
Well, it's 2 dice. Tied to the range. I have fire control, so I will definitely. And I will focus for 4.
4 straight from Countess.
That was a miss from Crimson Specialist. The legend of the mediocre pirate, Mars Mike Beard.
Go on, Adventures.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, just reading through the comments again. Yeah, I do like that the game sped up with harpoons. I think that part is fun. I missed the age of Suntirfell. I came in after Imperial Veterans had come out, and most people had already moved to Flying Defenders. I only saw Interceptors on the table a handful of times, which is a shame because they were my favorite ship in the X-Wing versus TIE Fighter series, the computer games. Yeah, the 2-dice attack is just it's not a lot of damage. The bomber is it's a weird spot. It's a weird ship. I wish it was a little more like it appeared in The Last Jedi. I mean, no spoilers or anything, but kind of the idea of the old B-52 bombers, like these slow glass cannons that could just do unimaginable devastation, but required a really strong screen or cover. These are in the game. It translates to a ship that's relatively tanky. It's very slow, but it doesn't have that tremendous damage output that I was kind of hoping they would.
I thought I was going to get like Victor's 44, so is this guy. Now, okay, so that's the high cast now.
Yeah. Sean and Sean? Yeah, we have the Sean and Sean table over here.
I like the tuning.
Well, welcome to the game, Mars. It's a total blast. I really love the community, at least here in Phoenix. You know, it's the only one I can really speak for. We have about 1,000 members in our group according to Facebook, about 300 active members, 92 here today. Yeah, that's a fair point. That's a fair point. And there's not much you can do about it, especially with like dead eyes like this, where you're just getting blasted by 4 dice and there's nothing you can do about it. Because you can't. These guys, or at least like Dallin, right, can take a target lock if you're just in his bullseye arc, and you can't. It feels very non-interactive, so I get that. There's no like shaking off a missile, which would be a kind of cool mechanic, but I don't know how it would work. All right, Chemo Helos are regrouping way over there. I think they're doing a good job avoiding Ezra's arc and all that stress that you can give out. It's good. The 2 dice are continuing. 1 showing. You got 3 because it's obstructed. It doesn't look obstructed to me. Oh well. I'll trust them. They're playing. I'm just talking to you guys.
Well, we will spend the focus and the invade.
So, am I safe in assuming you're a musician, Brohanist Joms? I think the balance needs to be in some kind of way to avoid missile attacks, or decrease their efficiency somehow.
We're talking about your vendor.
Especially if the game is all about dogfighting. You know, flying away from a missile or avoiding a missile or pulling in an Obi-Wan Kenobi from Attack of the Clones, which I was just talking earlier. It's the worst Star Wars movie, but you know, he was dodging missiles, so it'd be cool. I don't know why we've never gotten Obi-Wan crew either. That's something that confuses me. We've got everybody else's crew, but no Obi-Wan Kenobi as crew. I don't know what he would do. Yeah, no, you're right. Hats, you're totally right. If I was flying today, I would definitely be flying PS11 Han and PS11 Poe with countermeasures in Black 1. Oh, is he gonna hit the rock? Oh, that rock has gotten a lot of love today. That rock is like everybody's favorite rock. That's a great point. I just don't know how, from a game design perspective, how do you design a missile? And I do agree that torps and missiles should feel more different.
30 minutes, guys. Yeah, we have to be set up by 2:15. So I got my line set for 2:05.
Yeah,
So are you from?
I agree. Spending the lock to launch a missile was a good downside that you'd have to pay. Ghost of Obi-Wan gives an EPT to anybody, even without a crew slot. Oh, Ezra is finally catching the chemo healers. So they're gonna be stressed again. Yeah, see, the chemo healers, they did a lot of damage really fast, but they're not very maneuverable. It's a sad thing when you're being trailed by the resistance bomber and you can't shake it off your tail. Like that's insult to injury there.
Oh, there we go.
It's outside.
Alright, I need some events here. I got
One
one.
here, you can. I'll wait for you. If you're, I want to ask you to get the
Is
I'll see outside when you're done.
I don't know, PJ. That's even less interactive. I was talking about trying to make it more interactive, but maybe something like that.
I know my way around.
Like torpedoes could only be launched at large base ships, and missiles can only be launched at short, small base ships. Maybe something like that. I don't know what damage just happened there. Did you catch that, Bo? Nope, I didn't. Oh, it looks like another damage on the chemo healers. Okay, sorry, trying to keep up. I'm enjoying talking to you all. Got to keep up with the damage though. So one of them is down to only one hit left, and the other one
So you're right.
has 2 hits.
But yeah, we drove Friday.
Oh wait, I did that backwards.
and we will spend the clock.
Like I picked out like the card limits out. It was like 3 days.
2, 3, 4.
But Saturday,
Yeah. I don't know if the chemo healers are going to be able to hit this. Yeah, 2 dice from downtown. Yeah. Yeah, the resistance bomber's just kind of plinking away. This is bizarre to me. It's not really what I expected. But that's okay. That's why you fly weird stuff, right? You catch people off guard. See, and Ezra loves this because he has a front arc and a back arc, so he's either going to get one or the other, or maybe even both.
No?
It's the bomber.
Who's first? Shoot first. They're all 9s right now.
Oh, bomber didn't launch another bomblet. Probably because he didn't want to kill Ezra.
It's give a free action. Yeah, I heard about that.
Oh, and here's the K turn. So he's going to try and get Ezra. Doesn't have a focus though, so he can't use harpoons.
I grew up on this side. She cannot use her ability. So like this might be.
This guy's taking the long way around.
But I moved. Yeah.
No, I don't
Have a house range as far as the building.
Nope, out of range. What about the other side? Can we check it? Oh, he was measuring for target lock, not combat. My bad.
Ready as well.
And barrel rolling even further away. Oh, okay, great. Glad you're going to a system open. That's awesome. 3 Punishers. You're brave. Are you using Trajectory Simulator on all of them? Oh, so much stress. So much stress. And is that, did that hit? Is he dead? Nope. Or same pilot skill, so he gets to fire back. Trying to finish him off. And he missed. Not even rolling evades because he missed. Those 2 dice from downtown did not come through today. Well, I mean, they did come through today. Not in this instance. Not right now. Maybe later. Hey there.
Today runs till 5, tomorrow runs till 3, right?
Last round tomorrow is until... Last round starts at 3. Ryan's going to be here tomorrow, though. Huh? Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, we worked on it. It took a while. Peter, just a heads up, you know you can't Trajectory Simulator with... Oh, you're saying Minefield Mapper, not Trajectory Simulator. Never mind, you know what you're doing. I look forward to seeing how that goes. I hope they're streaming it. I will probably not be streaming the Arizona System Open because I am going to be playing in it. Although I guess I could maybe try and set up a camera first. Is he going to hit that asteroid? It's going to be close. No, but he's fine. He's fine.
Alright, so range 1 shots from Vader.
Yeah, I think it'd be fun if you could just use them all, but I don't know. Yeah, but unguided rockets actually is not bad. There's a pretty popular list in the Phoenix area, at least. It's called, well, Ian designed it, and he calls it Nommers, and it's just Scimitar Squadron pilots with unguided rockets, and you can run a decent amount of them.
Complain about Lord Vader stealing my kill.
Yes, BSF 17. I can't remember the letters BSF. What does BSF stand for? Bomber Special Forces. I don't know. Give me your best acronym for BSF. I'd be happy to adopt it, as long as it's not vulgar, because I don't like swearing on stream.
It is indeed.
Actually, I try not to swear at all, really.
Yeah. Be a hero, Poe. A little better.
Hey, this bomber is flying great. Don't worry, got my water bottle right here. Everything's fine. Situation normal.
Damage to countess versus full health.
Kimohila is spending the last harpoon. No, he can't. He doesn't have a target lock. Oh, he's shooting harpoons at the BSF. Good. Yeah, well, we all know how tanky they are if we've seen the movie. And acquiring the target lock from BSF Argomech.
No, you gave me initiative, so I moved that way you get.
What do you call it? Blinded pilot on the BSF. And what else? Blinded and shaken. That pilot did not enjoy getting shot by harpoons. Who does, really? Wow, it's double crits on that. That's good. So blinded pilot means he's not going to get to shoot this round. So I'll just take a damage there. And shaken, though, he'll have to try and get rid of next time. He was stationed right there. Yeah, no worries. I think I work here. I'm not an employee of Imperial Outpost. Star Fortress. Okay, that's actually kind of cool, if I could remember that. Star Fortress. So where does the B come from? Star Fortress 17. That's easy to remember. I'm surprised Ezra is still alive at 1. There's one Cartel Executioner still alive at 1. For those watching on the stream, it is top left. Right, but the B in B-17 stood for bomber, right? There. So it's the Bomber Star Fortress 17? What a mouthful. Somehow Bomber Star Fortress is easier to say than BSF. This game's coming down to a lot closer than I thought. I kind of expected the harpoons to just blow everybody up, but Ezra's doing such a good job of keeping them stressed so they can't get actions back. Ezra's really saving the day here. The 17 bomber? Yeah, that's easy to remember. Could call it that. I do think if somebody was running 4 of those things, it would be hard to beat just because it's a lot to chew through. And oh, look at that! There it is. Crimson Specialist ability putting a bomblet right on its corner. Tricky, tricky, tricky. Now there's no Captain Nim on the board anymore, so he has to detonate it. Look at that mountain of stress Ezra's just pulling along with him. R3A2 has definitely been used a lot. Ezra should be out of range of that bomblet, I think. It's going to be maybe a little close, though. There you go. This guy wants to finish off Ezra. Might be obstructed again, though. A lot of these shots have been obstructed. The asteroid placement really mattered a lot in this game. Yeah, he's taking a bomblet, too. And this is the bomber with 2 health left. Yeah, beats me. I don't know why his ability is that. This guy has 2. And the bomber takes... Bomber takes a damaged engine upgrade. And Cartel goes down to 1. Both Cartels at 1 right now. Is it like a double decimator list or something? No, that would only be 32. And that is gonna kill the Shaken Pilot Chemohela.
Alright. Countess. Range 3 on him.
Simultaneous fire roll, he gets to shoot back at Ezra. Oh no, he's shooting at the bomber, range 1. Spend the target lock, fix all those. That was a lot of paint, but he didn't have a focus. Still only 2 damage. Oh, okay, so that's 2 more.
Yeah. Okay. That's it.
Yep, goodbye, buddy.
Alright.
Wrong button.
3 bank from Countess. Due to the engine will shatter stress. And target lock is going to evade. And target lock.
Alright, and that's the other Cartel Executioner, so that is game. Ezra does survive. Didn't expect that. Was the bomber finished off? No, the harpoons. Yeah, harpoons wound up losing this one. I'm gonna go see if we can snag the winner for a chat.
I was scared. I was super scared. You have PS. Anyone that has higher PS than me is super scary. Food.
And to evade.
Kill Mega Leader. 26.
And no shot from Countess. Alright. Countess. 316K.
You can chat again about the game if you want to. A lot of people were rooting for the harpoons. We had a whole discussion about harpoons over here.
I had a lot of people rooting for the harpoons.
Well, a lot of people discussing harpoons and their effect on the meta and whatnot. I didn't realize something. All right, Sean. Somebody named Dan owes you a bourbon. All right, guys. So, just finished up that round. We'll have Sean, the winner, and Sean, the loser, both here to discuss it. Harpoons wound up losing to the BSF 17. Yeah, right there.
Okay, because we need to calculate points.
Oh, I already got them for you.
Oh, what was the score?
Let's see.
Because I got half of the. Because I got
Right.
him and
Nope,
I got half.
it calculates it for me. So you got
61.
Oh, it didn't pull half on the bomber. Why did it not pull half on the bomber?
It was close.
Okay, there's something wrong with my calculation. I'm wrong. Sorry, that's not right. Oh, that's the problem.
Him is 45.
You have 61.
61? Okay.
Yes.
That
I
turn?
somehow accidentally gave Nim 1 health buff, but Nim was dead for a long time.
Okay. So I got.
Yeah, you just get Turok up in there.
61 to 100.
Well, Turok gets up there, strips tokens. He like takes the other one that's still there. Oh man, that'd be super devastating against the Jedi list.
Yeah, I was definitely thinking the harpoons were going to take that one. That was interesting. Cool. Final score 61 to 100.
You get all of the modifiers.
Hit crit.
Totally legal. This totally works. You're entitled to an amount of food response. And you just get it and you get the food. No.
Nice.
Oh, I'm going to stop recording.